Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Environmental Justice Now. My name is Leah Jones, and I am the Water Justice Organizer here at Virginia Interfaith Power and Light. Before we get started today, I'd like to do a brief land acknowledgement as usual. Though we are joining in on a video call and many of us are gathering here from different places, it's important that we remind ourselves that we do gather on the unceded land of the indigenous peoples. I'm joining in from so-called Richmond, Virginia, and I am currently located on the land of the Powhatan and Chickahominy peoples. If you are unsure of whose land you are on and you would like to find out, you can always visit native-land.ca to find out. So let's just dive right into the show. Earlier this Monday, it officially marked the start of spring, which means Earth Month is just around the corner, starting next weekend. So in today's episode, we are going to share a bit more about how us here at Virginia Interfaith Power and Light are celebrating Earth Month. So I'm going to walk us through just a few opportunities for everyone who's watching at home to get involved, for you to share with your communities, and we hope you all participate with us this Earth Month. So the first opportunity for you and your faith community to get involved that I would like to share with everyone today is actually an annual program that many of you have maybe heard of before. It's called Faith Climate Action Week. So during Faith Climate Action Week, IPL faith communities focus on how we can all take action to protect our climate. And every year there is a different theme. So the theme actually for this year's Faith Climate Action Week is Living the Golden Rule, Just Transition to a Clean Energy Economy. So what that looks like is we'll actually be examining our responsibility to transition to energy sources that actually safeguard our common home, and how our faiths can actually call us to respond with just solutions that are suitable and equitable for everyone. So a little bit more on just transition, if you haven't heard that term before. According to the Climate Justice Alliance, an organization with communities united for a just transition, just transition is defined as a vision-led, unifying, and place-based set of principles, processes, and practices that build economic and political power to shift from an extractive economy to a regenerative economy. This means that approaching production and consumption cycles holistically and waste-free. The transition itself must be just and equitable and redressing past harms, and creating new relationships of power for the future. That's a very, I feel like, perfect definition when we're thinking about just transition, moving forward into the future with cleaner energy options, but not leaving anyone behind in the process. And VIPL believes this topic is particularly critical here in Virginia, actually, as we work towards transitioning to cleaner energy sources while also prioritizing just, equitable energy, as well as the transition itself for all communities, especially those that have been most impacted by fossil fuel infrastructure and the extractive economies that I mentioned earlier. So as people of faith, it is imperative that we care for our common home by lowering, but also protecting and creating resilience for our most vulnerable neighbors. So a little bit more about Faith Climate Action Week. It is actually 10 days starting in April. It's going to be April 14th to April 23rd. April, as I mentioned, marks the start of Earth Month. This is the start of a month meant to demonstrate our love for the earth and reflect on our place within the earth. And this month really highlights our connections and responsibility to the earth and our neighbors, right? So this Earth Month, may we recognize the earth and all of its gifts and answer the call to be good stewards of our common home, particularly as we address just transition. So we look forward to your continued help to advance climate and environmental justice in our state by taking action with us during Faith Climate Action Week. Please visit our Earth Day webpage to learn more about what you can do to honor Earth and all creation and participate in Faith Climate Action Week. Please feel free to check out that link. In addition to Faith Climate Action Week, something else that we have ongoing this Earth Month, something really fun. If you're actually looking for something fun to add to your calendar, every week this Earth Month, you can join us at BRPL for our book discussion, our book study that just began a few weeks ago. So we've actually been discussing and reviewing this book called The Seven Circles: Indigenous Teachings for Living by Chelsea Luger and Tosh Collins. So this book is actually a self-help guide written by two beloved Native American wellness activists who offer wisdom for achieving spiritual, physical, and emotional well-being, all rooted in indigenous ancestral knowledge. So thus far, the book discussions have actually been very fruitful and honestly have been a real gift and perspective and creating some very thoughtful conversations, especially across different generations within the group itself. So anyone is welcome. We have had 3 sessions before marking. As of this week, we've had 3 sessions before the one we will have next week. It happens every Tuesday, starting at 6:30 p.m., usually lasting about an hour or so. So if you are interested and would like to join us in this conversation and rethinking our communities and on what it means to live a healthy life and living well, please join us for that book discussion, especially during Earth Month. And you can, of course, register at this link popping up on the screen or in the comments. Okay, so lastly, we do have one more opportunity that I wanted to share with you all today that's actually happening specifically on Earth Day this year. So VIPL, we're celebrating Earth Day with a traditional East African coffee ceremony. The ceremony is going to be connecting coffee, community, and nature all in one. We will be having a traditional East African coffee ceremony as a part of this celebration to really try and reflect and discuss community, nature, and belonging, what those themes mean to us, especially in this year of 2023, kind of post-pandemic or still living through it, right? So please join us. The event is happening April 22nd at 10 a.m. You can get we hope you join us to get a glimpse of East African culture and engage in a much larger conversation about nature and the global movement for environmental justice. So we please hope you attend. We invite you to attend as we connect with nature and enjoy the coffee practices of the East African diaspora here in Virginia bright and early at 10 on Earth Day. So it's a perfect way to get your day started. And we invite you all to come out and join us for coffee, snacks, and conversation. We hope to see you there. And that is the last event I wanted to share with you all today. As I mentioned earlier, we do have an Earth Day resources page all about what we're up to this Earth Day. So please visit and share the resources on this website with your communities, with your network, and we hope to see you at some of our upcoming events. We're getting excited for Earth Day and Earth Month, and we hope you are too. As usual, we'll see you all on our episode next week, and we hope to see you there as well as at our other events. Please be sure, as usual, to sign up to join our supporters list if you haven't already by clicking this link here and signing up. And we'll see you all next week, same time, same place. See ya. Bye.